Veterinary medicine is one of the toughest professions in the world, and as veterinarians, we are faced with difficult decisions on a daily basis, often accompanied by financial constraints, owner non-compliance, and overwhelming caseloads. All of these factors mixed together can often amount to a bottleneck of stress, which can easily lead to burnout if you are not careful. That is why it is extremely important to maintain a positive work-life balance, and as a recent graduated veterinarian from South Africa, I will share my insights on how you can achieve that. For me, it is really important to take on a holistic approach, focusing on the 5 main pillars of personal health, namely physical, emotional, social, intellectual, and spiritual. Veterinarians are quite busy and have packed schedules, but taking 30 minutes out of your day for a visit to the gym or to go for a quick jog around the neighborhood will not break your schedule. In fact, exercise releases endorphins that can help lift your mood and improve your ability to focus, therefore increasing your productivity. Eat healthy and get enough sleep. As animal doctors, we know that this is important, so do not neglect your physique due to laziness. Veterinarians are superheroes, I know, but we're also only human. We all need emotional support in some form or another. Dealing with death on a weekly basis does take its toll after a while, and although you'll learn how to cope with it by distancing yourself, you will need an ear to listen and a shoulder to cry on every now and again. There is no shame in that. Being compassionate is not being weak, and oftentimes we need to carry the burden of a suffering animal on our shoulders, especially if we cannot provide the optimal care due to financial constraints. Identify someone in your life that you can trust and to whom you can open your heart to. And if there is no one, there are many support groups for veterinarians on social media platforms that can relate to your pain and offer guidance and support where needed. As veterinarians, we tend to isolate ourselves, but we are still social creatures by nature. We all need to share that beer or tea with our friends every now and again in order to stay sane. It especially helps us to escape the black hole of analysis where we reevaluate the cases in our heads and question previous diagnoses we made even long after both us and our patients went home. It is also great to share funny stories of your workplace with your friends and family. Just remember that you need to try and censor what you share, as not everyone will appreciate hearing about how Snippy's anal glands exploded in your face whilst they are sipping on their chocolate milkshake. It comes without saying that veterinary science is a very tough degree to complete, and that you will be mentally challenged in ways that you would never have imagined could be possible. This does not end after you graduate, though, but does get a little bit easier as you gain more experience. What is important here is to have a healthy mindset when challenged mentally, and to always have an eagerness to learn and improve within your profession. We are intelligent, but we are also forgetful, and thus we need to continuously feed our brains with the most up-to-date clinical information in order to provide optimal care for our patients. Lastly, and most importantly to me, is our spirituality. Being a person of faith, I have a peaceful assurance that there is a much higher power at work that is in control of both my life and my destiny. All I need to do is give my best every single day, and that is enough. I don't have to ponder the whole time on what my purpose in life really is. God already determined that for me the day I was born, and as long as I try to add value to both animals and people's lives every day, I am at peace that my life is fulfilled. So as long as you acknowledge these 5 pillars and set time aside to improve yourself holistically, you will have a much better balanced life and will be equipped to face challenges on a daily basis. But you can't spend any time on these areas if you don't have any.
Nope.
That is why it is extremely important to maintain a healthy work-life balance. As recent graduates, we are often overwhelmed by the fast pace and long hours of private practice. Many are thrown into the deep end and expected to work excessive overtime. And that is unfortunately how it sometimes works in the real world. But you need to put yourself first. And if you feel that you are overworked, speak up. Unhappiness within your work atmosphere can easily bleed into your everyday home life. You are a human, not a machine. Communication is extremely important within our profession, and you need to try and find a fine balance between getting as much exposure as possible early in your career and getting enough time off from work to be a human being. So make sure to voice your opinions with your superiors early on. That is your right. We are in a very fortunate position to be a voice for those who cannot speak for themselves. You have the opportunity to both touch and save lives every single day. But you need to first make sure that you are healthy. That way, you'll be able to do a much better job and be consistently fulfilled within your profession. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to share it with your friends and your family. And if you are new to my channel, consider subscribing, so I'll be posting new videos on interesting pet-related topics every week. As always, have a lucky day, and I'll see you in another video next week. Cheers.